Question 1. The coffee industry is a typical example of monopolistic competition. According to the article, this is because it states there is a high level of competition in the industry with low barriers to entry and with each coffee business selling the same type of coffee. This answer is incorrect because an industry that sells the same type of product, as well as having the characteristic of a high level of competition and low barriers to entry, describes a perfect competitive market. B. Is a low level of competition in the industry with medium barriers to entry and with each coffee business selling coffee that differs in quality. This answer is incorrect because it does not satisfy the characteristics that monopolistic competitors attain, as monopolistic competitors have a high level of competition. C. Is a low level of competition in the industry with high barriers to entry and with each coffee business selling coffee that differs in quality. The answer C is also incorrect because the characteristics described, such as low level of competition, high barriers, and differentiation in product, describes a monopoly. D. Is a high level of competition in the industry with low barriers to entry and with each coffee business selling coffee that differs in quality. The answer D is the correct answer since a monopolistic competitive market attains both characteristics of a perfect competitive market as well as a monopoly. This is seen as there is a high level of competition and low barriers to entry like a perfect competitive market, however their product is differentiated much like a monopoly. Question 2. Suppose that an individual coffee supplier was in a long-run equilibrium before Starbucks closed its doors. Which graph would best represent the individual coffee supplier situation in the short run after Starbucks closed its doors? The answer A is incorrect, since it depicts that the demand curve shifts to the left and the point where MC and MR intercept are at a higher price than before. Hence, revenue should increase rather than decrease. Answer B is also incorrect because the demand curve shifts to the left in the short run, while price MR equals MC is below the ATC, indicating that there is a negative profit made in the short run. In this case, revenue is still not increasing, similar to example A. Answer D is incorrect because although the demand curve has shifted to the right within the short run, the individual firm is seen to be achieving zero economic profit for both the short run and long term. Therefore, the quantity should be MC equals MR rather than MC equals AR. The answer C is therefore correct because it indicates that in the short run, economic profit is achieved since Starbucks chains has shut down, therefore increasing demand for the individual coffee supplier. This means that the demand curve has shifted to the right as the market price charged by the monopolistic competitive firm, MC equals MR, is greater than the ATC, further indicating that the firm has achieved profit.
Question 3. In the article, Robert indicates the local operators are able to compete with large chains through the use of value-add offerings, such as customer loyalty cards or coffee and meal specials. What degree of price discrimination would you best describe this as? A. First degree, B. Second degree, C. Third degree. Price discrimination is a selling strategy that charges customers different price for the same product or service based on what the seller thinks that can get the customer to agree to. There are three types of price discrimination. First degree price discrimination occurs when a business charges the maximum possible price for each unit consumed. Because prices vary among units, the firm captures all available consumer supplies for itself. Many industries involving cleaning service practice first-degree price discrimination, where a company charges a different price for every good or service sold. Second-degree price discrimination occurs when a company charges a different price for different quantities consumed. such as quantity discounts on bulk purchase. Third-degree price discrimination occurs when a company charges a different price to different consumer groups. For example, a theater may divide moviegoers into seniors, adults, and children, each paying a different price when seeing the same movie. Discrimination is the most common. So for this question, the answer is C, because the use of value-add offerings such as customer loyalty cards or coffee and meal specials is a strategy that distributes the customer into different groups, like loyalty customer vs not loyalty customer, specials vs not specials. Therefore, it is a third-degree price discrimination, since it charges different price to different consumer group. Question 4. In the article, Robi indicates that local operators are able to compete with large chains through the use of value-add offerings, such as customer loyalty cards or coffee and meal specials. What other types of price discrimination could coffee establishments use? For some reason, because local operators are already using third-degree price discrimination, therefore, there are two types of price discrimination remains. So the first degree and the second degree are not going to use. First degree. It is impossible and hard to success. In practice, first-degree discrimination is real because we couldn't know the price of each customer, which means that what price what they want. Second degrees, it could success because the coffee could provide some discounts when purchasing more coffee. For example, the coffee shop could provide a promotion activity like getting a 20 discounts for the rest of the coffee after a person purchases 5 cups in the week. Or on the other hand, the coffee shop could provide a buy 2 get 1 free activities.